Today I want to show you how to give a blanket a military crimp if at the end when you fold it all your edges don't match up and it's not completely square. There's an overhang from different lengths of the blanket not matching up to each square end. First of all, you're going to want to lay your blanket down flat and make sure most of the wrinkles are out. Then you're going to want to crease the end a little bit so that when you fold it properly, when it's folded properly, all the ends match up and you don't have an overhang. This is actually a little offset right here. There. So you gotta even make sure that the crimp is pretty much wrinkle free and straight. Like, see, this is offset a little bit too. Just make sure you pull everything tight. Now this is offset again. One more time. Okay. Let me get this here. You might have to go over to the other corner, like so, and yank on it instead of going to the corner that's crimped towards the inside. Okay, we're pretty much set. And you're not going to want to drag this end over because you're going to mess up your crimp. You're going to go to the opposite side and drag that side over and match it up with the corner, which has the crimp in it, so that end's matched. And go over here and match the opposite end. Now you can see that everything's still not aligned. Go over to this corner, pull it straight, follow the end that you just matched up to the crimp side down, pull it straight to the crimp end, go down here, grab this corner to straighten it out, and I can see that it's still not aligned correctly, so match it up again so that the proper line holds when you fold it, and pull this end straight again, go to the opposite end, pull that corner straight, if you see that things aren't matching up again, you're gonna have to go to the opposite end and pull that corner, maybe give a tug on the center and follow it down like this. Go back to this end, pull this corner, pull this end back to the matching crimp, and it looks like everything's matching up correctly right now. Pretty much there might be a half-inch gap between your crimp end here and the length that you pulled over to match it up, but that's fine. It's still gonna turn out square. I don't like how many wrinkles I have in this right now, so I'm gonna pull this end down and pull the corner again. There, now you can see there's not as many wrinkles. Once again, you're gonna grab the opposite edge, fold it over, match it to the crimp end, go back up to the opposite end, take that corner, match it to the crimp end, pull this corner straight, because I can see not everything's matching up correctly. Maybe tuck in your other end a little bit. Follow the folded part down that's not matching up to the crimped end yet, and align it. you're gonna want to grab both ends here and here, so I have to put the phone down and then give it a tug like that. Go back down to the opposite end and use the same technique. Grab both ends here and here, one with each hand, and pull it towards yourself to get all the wrinkles out, and so it'll match up properly. I can see not everything's matching up still. You can see here that it's not matching, so give that end a little push towards where it needs to go. And once again, use the double hand technique to pull that together and straighten it out. But you can see it's pretty straight right now. Okay, now you can see that it pretty much looks straight. Besides this part, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to go down here. It might have something to do with the blanket itself and the way it's seamed. The military used to use this technique to, in my mind, make sure when they bought cotton items like shirts, blankets, that everything was sewn correctly before they purchased a bunch of them. Since you're actually going to die in the military, they wanted to show respect to everybody, I guess, and make sure honor was upheld with everything. Okay, so everything looks straight besides this part, and there's basically nothing I can do about that. I don't think the blanket was made correctly, and I'm going to continue to take this end and take it down the whole way to here, and keep continuing that until it's shaped the way I want it to be, and I'll show you at the end how I want it shaped. Or you can even take this end, fold it into the center, take this end, match it up to the center, and do it that way. That gives you a rectangular fold instead of a square fold. But I'm going to set the phone down to drag this end down the other end, because I'm going to have to use two hands. You're going to want to take the blanket up as high as you can go in order to keep the crease correctly. And like I said, I don't think this is going to crease correctly, because I can already tell from the wrinkle that I pointed out that I don't think it was made properly. Or I need to increase my crimp. That's probably the problem. I need to increase the crimp that I started out with in order for everything to align correctly. But you can see here how I drug that length down towards the center. I actually drug it a little too far down, so I'm going to fix that. I didn't match up each end correctly. Okay, now each end is matched down here. I overdrew the blanket. There was an overhang. And there's still a bit of an overhang right here. That'll disappear if I give that a crimp. I'm going to pull both edges straight with two hands, starting here with one hand and using the other hand to grab that end. Then you're going to want to grab that same end, drag it down. You can see there that it's pretty much square. This wrinkle here, this large wrinkle, is probably due to the fact that I didn't use a big enough crimp that I started out with over here along the edge. So I'll be sure to correct that next time. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is crimp this end below this tuck right here. Okay, so there's your square blanket with the wrinkle. Like I said, I didn't use a big enough crimp. They'd probably usually make you actually redo it, but I'm not going to. But to give you an idea how I crimped it, you can see the line right there. That's the crimp on the end, and then I just tucked the top part over that crimp. So there's your folded military squared off blanket, and that took 11 minutes.